Well, hello there. So here I just put the drive gear back onto the pump. It's got a little locking tab down there that we just put on. At the moment I'm just flushing some fresh oil through it because obviously it used to have water going through it, so I wanted to make sure there was no dirt in it. And I also just want to see how it spun and if it was smooth. I am thinking about putting this pump back on. The other one where the bolts go on with the drive gear on, you can tell the old tractor that I took it off, the other Super 4. The sprocket had been grinding at the actual pump. It seems to work all right, but it is thin in places, so I just thought I'd clean this one up, and I may change it and put this one in back in place, but it will mean that I'll have to do it with a thing full of oil, so it could make it slightly interesting, but it'll keep my tools all lubricated while I use them. That's if I decide to use it. At the moment I'm more concerned of getting the hydraulics working, but I thought I'd put this back together and just keep it to one side for now. Just so that if I needed it, it's there. We'll now go up to the tractor and we'll have a look at the, there we are, we're now having a look at the hydraulic side. So what I did here was I removed the top external service thing, and I pushed the arms down, and the arms went down. So the oil going from the piston that operates the arms to the external services wasn't blocked. So I didn't think there was much wrong with the external services, but I put an old one on just to see if it would do the same, and it did. And I was wondering if it wasn't the external services not letting the fluid back through. So I did take this one down to the shed and stripped it all and cleaned it all out, put it all back together, but it was actually nothing really wrong with it. So I then took off the top cover in a bit that you'll see, and I had a look inside. So we'll wait a bit, and then when we get to that I'll explain exactly what's happening. So I hope you enjoyed the bit of music. I'd just like to take the moment to say that I am using a video maker called My Movie. So all credits to all the stuff that you can download on there for music wise and etc. I've only used it for the third time, and so far it doesn't seem to be too bad. It does the job. The reason why I've speeded this up a bit is because literally I am guddling around trying to work things out, and it would have made this video over half an hour to 45 minutes long, so I tried to keep it down to about 10 minutes. What I'm going to try and do from now on is try and just focus on one thing, do a video of it, and then sort of focus on another thing and then do a video on it, instead of trying to focus on like the pump and this all at the same time. But at the moment I'm trying to get this sort of sorted. So but basically what's happening is I'm just putting on the other external valve services just to see what it was doing then. So I bolted it down, made sure it was all tight, and just gave it a go to see what would happen. Sadly, it didn't come to anything, so I ended up having to lift the top cover off. If you look in the video a bit further, you'll see that I've had it off, tipped it up, and I was moving around some of the valves. One of the valves, the main selector valve, moved all right, so I couldn't really work out what was sort of happening. The control speed valve, for when you drop your arms down, it controls the speed of it. That was a bit stuck, so I freed that up, but I didn't think really that was it as such. So I ended up having to go down and speaking to a guy in the UK and getting a bit of things, and it turned out I had missed something, which you'll all see in the next video. But I thought I'd take this opportunity once again to just state that videos are going to get a bit scarce in the next probably month, because I'm heading back to the city on way to go and get a full-time sort of work, hopefully doing plant operating of some sort. Like, I've operated dozers and diggers and all that before, so I'm probably going to go back and do that again. Because of obviously the wool prices are quite low, and with the way things are, I'm physically struggling to survive. So instead of being able to put videos up for you guys, these projects are not going to carry on as much as what I'd liked. So I'll probably be doing more videos on where I'm working at and what I'm doing, if I can. The company I work for is a bit strict on how I do things. But if not, I might do videos in the shed of doing the 754. So on weekends and spare time, I'll still be coming to the farm when I can afford it, and hopefully still carry on with sorting this tractor out, because I have got renovating and ploughing to do. But if anyone wants to support my channel, obviously we can't get paid promotions down here because YouTube doesn't recognise the Falklands. But I would much appreciate if you could give donations to myself. Just if you've got PayPal, you can send it through PayPal at KentonFK, or KentonGoodwin@horizon.co.fk. I'm not too worried if you don't. It's just if you don't, then these videos will be kept short, and that would be approximately about it, really. But if you were to support the channel and I got enough people to support it, I would physically do videos on a complete series of stripping and rebuild. So, you know, basically how you watch TV of them restoring a car, I'd sort of do the same thing over on a tractor, all the fancy bits, the technical bits. So if you want that, you sort of you're gonna have to sort of sponsor me. I know it's very hard with not having many subscribers, so please do subscribe. I do enjoy making the videos, and I do enjoy showing you all exactly what's happening. I notice there's not many videos on the internal parts of a working thing. Basically get a clip on how to sort of fix a problem quick and easy, but they don't tell you how to get to it, and etc. And I would like to be able to show you exactly step for step exactly what happens on each build. Like, I've got a Super 4 to restore, and there's things that I'll come into problems with, and you'll be able to know the problems I have and how I get there, sort of thing. But anyway, we're on this thing here. We're just undoing the bolts for the top cover, moving it, and trying to work out how I can lift it, because on the other one I actually rolled it over, but because I've got the pieces on for the arms now, it makes it slightly difficult. But we normally sort of work our way out and get there somehow. Hopefully I don't jam my fingers in the process of doing this, not like last time. So I managed to work it out on sort of how to do it. I think I actually turned the camera off in this next sort of section, because I had to get in the actual tractor and tilted it up, so I laid it up against the back window so I could have a bit of a better view of exactly what was happening. I was trying to work out how sort of to get it to go where I wanted to without sort of breaking or damaging anything, and this thing must weigh a good 70 odd kilos or 50 odd kilos. Like, I can pick up 2 bags of cement, 25 kilo bags of cement, and with ease. This here is just on the borderline of me not being able to carry it. Sadly, that's where the camera went ass up. but I suddenly realised and I go, oops. So here you are, you can see inside. So there's a big drive sprockets there. So I've got to try and get this so I can tilt it. So I tilted it up thing. So basically where you can see my hand is now, that's the control valve moving. There is actually a piece sort of around that area which I have to focus on more on the next video. But thanks, please comment, rate and subscribe, and I look forward